guys, it's Trish from Trish's Card Club, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Happy Monday night, everybody. Thanks to see some people already on. Nice to see some people already on. Miss Anne Marie, Charlene, and Shannon. Thanks for joining already. Ladies, how are you guys? How was your weekend? I'm going to give a few more seconds for a couple other people to join. So I'll just do, if for the first timers that might be catching me, I'll just do a little introduction about myself. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page called Trish's Card Club. They're really basically the same thing. I do my live videos on YouTube and I upload them to Facebook. It used to be reversed, but Facebook changed so much. I have 24-hour online shopping at trishnn.stampinup.net. If you see anything tonight that you would like to purchase, it's available. If you are watching me for the first time, if you would subscribe, I would be super grateful, because as soon as I reach 1,000 subscribers, I can do a little bit of editing. My videos will always be live, but there's some editing that I need to do. And I can't do it till I reach that magical number of 1,000. So that's that. All right. A couple more people have joined. Miss Judy and Marcia, Pat, and Cheryl from Texas. Thank you for joining all the way from Texas. So we go from Maine to Texas. We just need a couple Californians. And hey, Kelly, what was I going to say? I forgot. Okay. So I'm excited about tonight's card. I'm going to just shift a little bit my setup. You won't notice, I don't think, but I cannot, there, I can see the comments. Okay. I could not see the comments. So, let's see. Let me get rid of this and let's start with the supplies that I'm going to be using tonight. I'm going to start by showing you the inside of the new catalog. I can finally show the inside. And this is what the 12 by 12 in color family paper looks like, which I love. Hey, Karen, thanks for joining. I love this paper. It's bright and happy and it has polka dots, and who doesn't love polka dots? So I'm using a piece from this Designer Series paper packet, and it comes in all the color families. And that's the bright. So, I mean, that's my favorite. So I'm excited that they're doing that. This catalog is very, very well done. Easy to shop. The bundles, the suites are together. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Don't you love that color? And this paper, I showed you before, the white on the paper is like a velvet. It's gorgeous. So anyways, fun to look at. If you don't have a catalog and you need one, just give me a shout and I'll hook you up. So tonight we're going to be making a card that's inspired by Cindy. Oh my gosh, Cindy, I went blank on your last name. I just went completely blank on Cindy's last name. And it's legitimate because it's Braumbaugh. Cindy B. She is an incredible Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she had posted a card and I loved it. And so I wanted to share a little bit about what inspired me on the card. It's not exactly the same as hers. It's a little bit, a few less steps, but I'm going to be using the Balloon Festoon stamp set. And then this comes with dies, and I'm going to be using some of the dies as well. This we used last week. If you guys remember, I did a baby card with it. Now we're doing a birthday card with it. So I'm going to be using, and that's what Cindy taught me something, which is kind of why I thought you guys might already know this, but I didn't know it. So I thought, well, I'll demo the stamp set and then you can see it. We're going to be using the confetti and the stars. And I used happy birthday and I cut it up to make it fit how I want it to go on the card. So I'll show you that little trick too. So that's that. And out of that Designer Series paper, I'm using pumpkin pie is the color. So basically I took the base, I took an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and I cut it in half at 4 1/4. And I folded it over, I scored it in half. Then I took this die. And when you do it, what you do is you just make sure that the top of the die, can you see that, you guys, is a little bit off the paper that you fold it over. So when you cut it out, it makes a card, which I thought this is fun. These are the Arches dies, which are still available online. And they're, let me show you those. I forgot that part. They're massive. There's tons and tons and tons of them. So there's like an arch, a banner die, not the Arches die. It's the banner die. Sorry, you guys, I messed up even on my thing. This is the banners die. There's enough banners for anything you could possibly need. So banners, not arches. And I can't fix that because I can't edit. Hey, Pig, Neil, and Mary, thanks for joining. But if I could get 1,000 people to subscribe, I can edit. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay, so that's the first arch that I cut out, and then this is the second one. So I already would have made a change. I wished I had done the I wonder if I can. So what I did, you guys, was I took no, it won't. I took an envelope to make sure that this would fit in an envelope, and I think I already put the envelope away, but let me grab it so you can see. So I wanted to make sure that I could mail this and it fits perfect in the envelope. So I don't think the other one would fit because what I was going to tell you I would have done is I would have, let me get the next size up just to be sure. Let me get the next size up. I don't think it will fit. I think it's too big. Yeah, it's too big to go in an envelope. It is just the size of the envelope, so it probably will not fit. Actually, it might fit. One moment, ladies. I'm gonna change my design on the fly. What I wanted to do was to do a layer around the around. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. See, these are live, you guys, and unedited, so you just get what you get. What I would have done, had I been thinking forwardly, is I would have done a white base, a layer of pumpkin pie, and then the designer series paper. I just would like the contrast, but it's totally fine. It will work, and you can do either side of the designer series paper. I chose to do the lines that are a little bit closer together. Okay, so there's my card base. Whew, that was painful, you guys. That was painful. Thank you, Shannon. And they won't really be edited much. The only thing I need to edit is the very end of my videos. I can't choose what picture pops up when I download it to Facebook. And then if I can edit it, I can choose the picture. So that's really the only thing that I want to edit. Okay, next thing I did is I cut out some balloons. And I did that with the balloon Festoon dies, which are these. I did I actually did 3, but I only used 2 of them. So there's one, and then there's one even smaller one, but I ended up not using that. So that was that. I need to grab a piece of scrap paper and show you how I did the word. So on the stamp set, the word is horizontal, and I didn't want something that long. So I did something that I do pretty often. I don't probably demo it a lot, but I have it done in my class. And I thought, let me just show you guys how versatile stamp set can be without having to cut the stamp. So I'm just stamping happy birthday, which I love, love, love this font. I love it. And then I am snipping a little bit at an angle, you guys. Can you see that? I did it a little bit at an angle. And then I'm cutting, I'm just cutting it out to make it easier for myself. So the happy is all the way across, is flat on the bottom. Can you guys see? Let me see if I can get this to come in a little bit clearer. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so I'm just cutting the happy across here, and I'm cutting the H at a little bit at an angle. And then I'm going to cut this extra white paper here, just to get rid of all that extra white space. So there's my happy. That's a little bit too tall, so I'll trim that off. There's my happy. And then I wanted to have a similar look with the birthday. So let me cut this. But the difference is that they are the opposite. So the space is down here. So I'm going to cut this across. Leave this kind of at an angle a little bit. Not that big of a deal. I'm going to cut this one at a small angle as well. And then I'm going to cut that one so that the Y is what comes down, kind of like how I did the H in the other one, to kind of give it that same. So that's how I want my words to be. Now this is the part of the stamp set that I didn't realize. I should have, but I didn't. And I watched Cindy do it, and I saw Cindy do it, and I was like, oh, that's what those stamps are for. So in the stamp set, there's 4 patterns that you can use to decorate the balloons. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the stars in pumpkin pie to decorate the big, and I'm doing tone on tone. Again, I know I do a lot of tone on tone. I know. Now I watch a lot of HGTV, and this is now it's called color drenching. In my day, it was called monochromatic, one color. All these new trends that I've been ahead of the game on. So now I'm doing this one. And I just thought this was so cool. When I saw Cindy's card, I was like, that's what you're supposed to do with it. I love this idea. So let me stamp that over there. There. So now you have 2 balloons already decorated. So the way that I'm going to put this on my card is I'm going to start with this one. Now, hopefully this will work because I did not pre-test this. So I'm hoping it'll work. Normally I pre-test my balloons. I'm going to put this on with the dimensional, or 2, or 3, or 4. Just to give the card a little bit of height. I have this as my background, you guys, because I knew I would end up stamping off, and I don't want to stamp off on my my artificial wood table. Okay, so there's that. Now, in this stamp set comes a balloon string. So I am going to stamp the balloon strings. So there's 1. I didn't mean to go on that, but that's okay. I'll do it on this one to make it. And then I'm going to cross it over here. And 2. So there's my balloons. I wouldn't do it on the little tab. Can you see that, you guys? I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but I really wouldn't do it on the tab like that. I should have gone up a little bit higher because it really goes up here on that part of the balloon, but that's okay. It still looks really good. I'm going to put the words on with dimensionals also. So let me get my dimensionals back. And then you'll see, based on the design, why I had to take it out of the horizontal position and put it in 2 stamps because, I mean, in 2 words, because it wouldn't have fit horizontally on the, let me get a little one. It wouldn't have fit on the card. So I'm going to do happy. And then I'm going to do birthday. And once again, I am showing you a quick card that you can replicate so easy. And I'm just going to do that. Just kind of cattywampus like that. So let me see. There's someone blocking my messages. So let's see. Thank you, you guys. That's sweet of you guys. Thank you very much. Yes, I think this is a super cute card. Now, what I want to do is I want to put a little ribbon right there. And of course, I don't have the ribbon with me, so I'm going to keep talking in hopes that you can hear me. And I'm going to grab some white. Do I have white quickly? I don't have white, but I have linen thread. Now, I'm going to grab my bow maker. Do you guys have this bow maker? If you don't have it and you want one, I have a demonstrator that still makes them, and they're fantastic to make bows with. And they're super easy. You just have to have a little bit of practice. When I get done the card after I'm off video, I probably will go back and actually, you know what? I'm going to see if I can find it in black would be better than that color. Let me see if I have black. I do. I think black would look better because there's no other linen thread or any other color like the linen on my card. So I'm going to, because the reason I'm taking the time to do this, you guys, is because when I made the baby card last week and I didn't do it, the baby card came out so cute with the bow and you guys didn't even get to see it. So, and the good news about that little baby that I shared last week, he's doing really well. His prognosis is still not good, but he's doing much better than everyone thought he would do. And he may get to go home for a while, which could be an amazing, amazing miracle. So we will give God all the thanks for that, for sure. Okay, so then here's my ribbon, and I will get a glue dot. And put that right there. And then give that a little trim. And now I feel like the card is complete. I might not have done a double bow. I'm not sure if that was a good idea or not. Let's see how that looks. Is that a little better with the double bow? That looks a little better. So there it is. There's the card. But one of the things that I love about this, first of all, it's so easy. I love the balloons, and I love that you can decorate them with all those different stamps. So stars, dots, confetti and then small dots. I love that. That comes with it. I love the font. Really, I love this whole set. This was the first set that I bought for my new catalog, and I really, really love it. And that is just going to make a really cute birthday card. And you could do a guy or a girl, depending on the colors that you choose. So that's my idea. And that's inspiration from Cindy, who gave me the idea of the base to go ahead and use the, not arches that I kept calling them, the banner dies. They're party banner dies. I don't know why I called them arches. I have arches on my brain, I guess. So that's it. Thanks, you guys. You guys are really sweet. I don't really have any announcements except Stampin' Up! Still does have the promotion going on. If you sign up to be a demonstrator for the discount, you can earn a set of free in-color stamp pads or $35 extra in shopping. So that would be for $99. You would have $160 worth of product that you could pick out anything you wanted. If you've been a demonstrator before and you re-sign up, the sign-up process is quite different than it was before. Before, you used to have to go in and have all your item numbers and all that. That's separate now. That's a two-step process. You would go in, you would sign up, and then you go back in with you'll get emailed your demo number. You go back in, you sign up, and then you place your order. So it's a little bit different, but it's very cool. And $160 worth of product for $99, no shipping is fantastic. That's such a good deal. So that I'm just throwing that out there. If anybody's interested and has a big wish list of stuff that they want to get, that's a really good deal. Let me get this a little bit closer so I can hopefully get it. I'm trying to cover up my, so I can get it on, oops, let me pull it down on the Facebook page. All right, you guys, that's it. That's the quick and easy, fast and furious card for the night. Thanks for sharing some of your money night with me. I think we have about, I don't know, 18 weeks till football starts, but golf has been amazing. Another really good tournament this past weekend, very close down to the very, very end. It makes for exciting golf, which people can't think golf is exciting, but it's very, very exciting. All right, you guys, I love you lots. Again, I appreciate you spending your Monday nights with me, and I'll be here next Monday night. Mary, did I say hi to you? If I didn't, I meant to. I hope I said hi to everybody, you guys. I hate when I miss people. Miss Peg, I'm not sure I said hi to you yet. So thanks for joining, you guys. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye, everybody.